Have you ever wondered why some people love you from afar and never quite find their way back? Why a grandparent can vanish from a child's life, even when there's no grave, no goodbye, just an echo? And how absence, too, can teach, if you listen closely. In a small town stitched together by dusty roads and quiet secrets, 11-year-old Theo asked a question his mother couldn't answer. Why don't I have a grandpa like the other kids? His grandmother, Grace, had raised Theo since he was 2. She was all laughter and lessons, bent with age but sharp with spirit. But one photo on the mantel, a man in uniform, eyes like Theo's, was never mentioned. One evening, after Theo brought home a school assignment about family heroes, Grace stood silent for a long time. Then she poured 2 mugs of rooibos tea and said, "Let me tell you something I've never told anyone." She told him about James, her first love, her only love, a man who played chess-like life, always 3 moves ahead. "He loved you," she whispered, "but he didn't know how to show up." Turns out, James had returned from war changed, not by the bombs, but by the silence after them. He believed the best way to protect those he loved was to stay out of their lives. No goodbyes, no explanations, just absence. He thought he was shielding us, Grace said. But absence leaves a shadow longer than presence ever could. Theo blinked. "So, he chose not to be in my life?" She nodded. He thought disappearing was the only gift left he had. Then Grace leaned in close. "Sometimes, people you love will disappear, not because they don't care, but because they believe they're not enough to stay." She looked at Theo, her voice trembling. "And sometimes, we inherit their silence. We carry it like a secret suitcase, but it's okay to open it and let the truth breathe." Theo didn't finish his homework that night. Instead, he wrote a letter to the grandfather he never met. Not to accuse, but to forgive. "Dear Grandpa James, I never knew you, but Grandma told me your story. So remember that not all absences are rejections. Some are misread sacrifices. And as we try to understand, so we find peace and not blame. So, the next time you wonder why someone was never there, remember, even absence has a story." If this story touched you, subscribe to the Elder's Gambit, where experience makes the final move.